Level 1. The silence before. It's 4 a.m. You're awake again. Not because of an alarm. Because something inside you won't let you rest. You've been here before, in this apartment, in this routine, in this version of yourself that feels too small. But this time it's different. This time the silence feels loaded. Like the pause before a gunshot. You open your journal. The pages are almost full. Hundreds of days of writing the same dream in different words. You've been planting in secret. And the first thing that must happen in your season of breakthrough is that the silence gets louder. Not quieter, louder. People stop calling as much. Your social life contracts. Even people who love you seem distant. This is not rejection. This is selection. The universe is clearing the room, removing the noise so you can hear the signal. Most people panic here. They think they're losing. They run back to distractions, back to people who drain them, back to comfort that costs them everything. Don't move. The silence is not punishment. It's preparation. Level 2. The test arrives disguised. 3 weeks later, something breaks. Your job cuts your hours, or a relationship ends, or a deal falls through after months of work. You're sitting in your car in a parking garage, and you don't even want to go inside. This is the moment most people misread. They call it failure. They call it bad luck. They call a sign to stop. But the second thing that must happen in your breakthrough season is that something must break, not to destroy you, to redirect you. Every breakthrough in history was preceded by a breaking point. David was in the wilderness before the throne. Every person you admire had a parking garage moment, a rock bottom Tuesday, a month with no answers. The break isn't the end of the story. It's the end of the old chapter. You pull out your phone. You have $217 in your account. You have a skill no one's fully paid you for yet. You have an idea you've been too afraid to execute. The breaking forces the decision. You can go back, or you can go forward with nothing but belief and a direction. You choose forward. That choice, that specific, terrifying choice, is what unlocks the next level. Level 3, the unglamorous middle. Nobody talks about this part. The middle is ugly. It's 6 a.m. workouts when you'd rather collapse. It's sending 50 emails and getting 4 responses. It's watching someone less prepared get the opportunity you trained for. It's explaining your vision to someone you respect and watching their eyes go flat. The middle has no audience, no applause, no confirmation that you're on the right path. Just you and the work and the gap between where you are and where you're going. This is where doubt becomes a daily visitor. It knocks every morning. Some days you let it in. Some days it sits across from you at breakfast and lists every reason you should quit. Here is what you cannot do in the middle. You cannot compare your middle to someone else's highlight. You cannot measure your invisible progress by visible outcomes. You cannot let the slow season convince you the harvest is canceled. The seed doesn't look like the tree, but the seed is not a failure. It is a tree in process. You are a breakthrough in process. Keep your hands in the soil. Keep showing up to a room that doesn't applaud you yet. The middle is where character is constructed, and character is what holds the weight of what's coming. Level 4, the confirmation. Then one day, quietly, almost too small to notice, something shifts. A stranger messages you about your work. A door opens you didn't knock on. A check arrives. A conversation leads somewhere unexpected. It's not the full breakthrough yet. It's the confirmation, a signal, like a lighthouse blinking once through the fog. I see you. Keep going. The third thing that must happen in your season of breakthrough is that you must learn to recognize the confirmation without making it the destination. Most people receive this small signal and explode. They tell everyone. They scale too fast. They celebrate before the structure is built, and the thing collapses under the weight of their impatience. The confirmation is not the arrival. It's the invitation to go deeper. Stay quiet. Stay focused. Take the signal seriously, but don't let it make you reckless. The confirmation is God, or the universe, or whatever you believe in, saying, your work was seen. Now don't stop. Level 5, the acceleration. Now everything speeds up. Opportunities arrive faster than you can process them. Conversations happen with people you admired from a distance for years. Your calendar fills. Your name travels to rooms before you enter them. This feels like the breakthrough. But this is actually the most dangerous level, because acceleration without identity is destruction with a better-looking car. People in your position have crashed here. More money arrived, but more noise came with it. More visibility, but less clarity. More access, but less peace. You have to know who you are before the world decides who you are. You have to build the inside before the outside scales. Write it down right now. Who are you when no one is watching? What do you actually stand for? What will you refuse to compromise even when the offer is large? That answer becomes your anchor. And in the acceleration, you will need an anchor. Because the current gets fast, and people will come who want to pull you in every direction. Some will be genuine. Some will be parasitic. Some will look like allies and function like leaks. Protect your energy. Protect your inner circle. Protect the version of yourself that started this before anyone was watching. Level 6, the weight of elevation. You are higher now, and height has a cost. The cost is that you can see things you couldn't see from the ground. You can see who was never really rooting for you. You can see which relationships were built on who you were, not who you are. You can see the version of you that you had to leave behind to get here. And grief lives here. Real grief. Not sadness that you're losing. Grief that comes from gaining. Grief for the smaller, simpler, less scrutinized version of yourself. Grief for friendships that didn't survive the growth. Grief for the person you were before the pressure got real. You're allowed to feel this. Elevation doesn't require emotional numbness. It requires emotional honesty. Sit with the grief. Name it. Let it move through you. And then get back to the work. Because the world doesn't wait for you to emotionally process your own success. You have to learn to carry the weight and keep walking. That is the real definition of strength at this level. Not the absence of pain. The presence of purpose despite